Are you ready for some more 2024 comments? Some more the best of 2024? We did part one. Well, now it's time for part two. Good Sunday morning, everybody. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to what every cruiser wants, the best of 2024, part number two. And we are back, and we have some more comments for you. You thought maybe the ones we had yesterday were good? Well, I've got some better ones for you today. So what crazy thing could they ask? What vile thing could they say? What weird demand did they want? Well, let's get into the comments, and we're going to find out what some folks had to say here over this last year. Some comments are crazy. Some comments are just rude. Some are full of entitlement. But occasionally you get one that is just vile. The person who wrote it is just a vile human being that honestly you hope never cruises again. I am writing this representing every guest who was denied a last night of what we had paid for. I was on celebration last week. The ship arrived back to Miami early. Most places closed. It was horrible. Allegedly, someone was sick. Monday, someone was medevaced from the ship, and they should have done the same for this person, but no. It's like Carnival said, screw them. They'll be all right. Well, I'm not all right. It was like being on the ship during a port day, but you can't get off. What was wrong with this person anyway? Why is there no compensation? This was not even a 7-day cruise as promised by Carnival. I am a very angry platinum passenger. Can you imagine being so upset and so angry over the fact that somebody had to be medevaced from the ship, and now their medical emergency has inconvenienced you? To let the world know that you are an angry platinum cruiser, and where is your compensation? It is not your fault that this person had to be medically taken off of the ship, and it doesn't matter whether that other person is all right or not. They want to let you know they are not all right. You know what? It is not all right that you ever come and cruise again. What kind of human being takes the time from their cruise vacation to let the world know that they are an angry platinum cruiser over somebody else's medical's misfortune? Sometimes the cruise comments, well, honestly, they're just silly. Why is Carnival hiding the bagels at breakfast? Yep, you are absolutely right. Carnival Cruise Lines, they're hiding their bagels in the morning. It's kind of like ducks. You got to go around the ship and find your bagel. Hopefully, you don't want any cream cheese. They hid that too. Comments about holiday events on cruise ships, they're always fun. They're always entertaining. It's not like you have the option to not cruise during that particular holiday or anything. No, instead, they want it changed. But some of them, they go that extra mile to let you know about that change. The madness needs to be stopped. Halloween is nothing more than the devil's holiday and allows young girls to dress up as Lady of the Hour. Stop allowing costumes. Stop the madness. Well, now you know. Halloween is the devil's holiday, and it's just a day for girls to dress up as ladies of the hour. So no more costumes, and good gods, stop the madness of Halloween on cruises. Nobody likes it. Now, it's not just Halloween that gets comments. You know Christmas gets them too. I got a good one for Christmas for you. Not so much the comment, but what they say in the comment. My comment has been liked 57 times, which confirms what many are thinking. November 25th is simply too early for Christmas things to be out. What is the rush to push the fake festive spirit on your passengers? It is disrespectful to people of other religions and atheists. Now, clearly, they don't want Christmas on the ship early. That's okay. I'm not so sure about the fact that it's disrespectful to people of other religions and atheists because, again, nobody makes you get on the ship. But they posted this and 57 people liked it. And because 57 people liked it, that confirms that this is what many, many people are thinking. I don't know. There are over 23 million passengers that have cruised in 2024. 23 million. And this person is a firm believer that 57 of them proves that this is what people are thinking. I don't know. Does that math not math for you? How much entitlement does it take to go to dinner in the MDR, wherever you're eating on the cruise ship? Then notice that something you want is not being served on the menu that particular day. Now, instead of waiting to see if it's shown another day or realizing, well, it's not being served tonight, instead, you demand that the chef make it for you right then and there. How much entitlement does that take? Then when you're told no, you're surprised, you're confused, and then you demand, what are you going to do to make it right? DW and me are cruise foodies on the Carnival celebration now. Why is there no pumpkin pie offered? My wife was disappointed, and I asked the waiter for the chefs to make one, but was told very rudely that my request was refused. I know that you are British, man, so you do not understand that pumpkin pie is not just for the holiday season. Poll this, and you will see that it should be offered once a cruise, every cruise. What can you do to make this right? So she wanted some pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie was not offered. They went to the server and demanded and said, the chef can make us one right now. And then they were told no. Yeah, have you ever noticed also that whenever a cruise passenger gets told no and they write in a comment, they were always told no rudely? Somehow they are always rudely disrespected just because they are told no. And I'll be honest, if I was the chef, I wouldn't have gone in the back and made you a pumpkin pie either. Maybe you should just get over it. Now, I like entitlement comments because they make me laugh. This one's no different. Imagine you don't like something that the cruise ship has or uses, so you bring your own, which, if that's how you feel about it, yeah, you can do that in most cases. But not only do you want to bring it yourself, now you want the cruise line to take care of it for you? Request for our cruise on the Venzia. Booking number blank. It will be our second time on the ship. Us Bronx natives bring our own towels when we vacation. We hate to use towels that have been used by who knows how many people on the cruises before ours. We will want them laundered. Will there be a charge? If you say yes, why is that? Give me some real talk on this. I don't want to have to schlep extra towels. So they don't like ship towels, so they're going to bring their own towels. Hey, you know what? That's fine. You don't like the ship towels. You want to carry your own towels, use your own towels. Hey, you do you, boo. But they don't want to just bring their towels. No. They want the ship to wash their towels for them, and they don't want to be charged. If there's going to be a charge, they want to know why. Why are we going to be charged for you to wash our towels? I mean, it's not like you provided us towels. It's not like you'll provide us clean towels every time we need them. We don't want that. We want our towels. We want you to wash them. I don't know. That sounds like an overly entitled you problem, personally. So, how about having a medical condition that requires you to do certain things? You have the condition. You know you have the condition. You know you have to do this, yet you don't bring with you what you need, and then you're upset that there's a fee for it? We are on the Carnival horizon. DH has to check his blood pressure several times a week. We did not bring his machine with us. We went to the medical center infirmary to have a routine blood pressure check, and we're charged. How can Carnival justify a charge for that? The nickel and diming of us is out of control. Can you really blame the cruise line? Can you really say the cruise line is nickeling and diming you because you went down to the medical facility and you were charged. Especially when you start off saying blood pressure has to be checked several times a week. We did not bring our blood pressure checking device. So you knew it, you had it, you chose not to bring it, and then you're upset because there's a fee. Is this really a cruise line problem, or is this a you problem? I don't know about you guys, but if I know I need something, I'm going to bring it. It's just not the cruise line's responsibility. How about another example of I was told no, so I was told rudely. I was told no, so I was victimized. Now, let's forget the fact that you're not allowed to do this particular thing. It's announced, it's mentioned, it's said, but the rules mean nothing when somebody is told no because they are a victim and the person that told them no, well, they're just prejudiced. I was victimized on the Sunrise cruise. This isn't my first cruise. I have cruised with blank and cruised with blank. It is pretty normal to grab a few rolls, some meat, cheese, fruit, and a cookie to take off the boat when you're in port. I'm not talking about a feast. I was putting this into a plastic container when a worker told me I could not do it. He took the food and emptied it into the garbage. So this rude and prejudiced worker would rather waste food than me and my kids eat it on the beach in Cozumel. So it is normal to grab some food to take with you off the ship. Well, actually, no, it's not, because you're not allowed to take food off of the ship. And when you got caught taking the food off the ship, yes, it was thrown in the trash because it's not like they can reserve it. You could have taken it back to your room, I suppose, but I'm sure you didn't want to do that. I'm sure you were feeling too victimized for trying to break a rule that says you cannot take stuff from the ship food-wise into a cruise port. But you can't forget that I was told no, so I was victimized. They were rude. They were prejudiced. They didn't want my kids to eat. Why are rule breakers always the victim? You gotta love comments where passengers are upset that cruise lines do not have a magical wand that they can wave around and control the weather. Very disappointed that having done Alaska and a Baltic cruise with Carnival Cruise Lines, we have never seen the Northern Lights. Carnival should not advertise this if it is not going to be guaranteed. We also had very rough season in Iceland. Going again next year, so I hope there will be better planning. So they had to write in a comment, let them know that they were disappointed that Carnival Cruise Lines could not guarantee they would see Northern Lights. And they hope that next year there will be some better planning for these types of events. Exactly how? How does the cruise line prepare or guarantee that you're going to see Northern Light? Do some people think that there's a switch on the cruise ship that works like a Christmas tree? You know, the ship gets in position, somebody flips it, the Northern Lights come on. I mean, that's not how it works. So please tell me, how does one guarantee Mother Nature is going to show up and do what you want her to do? Another funny example of I know I need it, I know I have to have it. Well, good God, cruise line, why is it not there for me? Can you explain why Carnival shops have no chewing gum to purchase? We use gum while flying to avoid problems with our ears. Plus, we both have had bariatric surgery, and our medical team told us we should have 3 pieces a day. We did not have a lot of time to get from the plane to the Jubilee. We were shocked and angry that the ship does not sell gum on the ships. I was told teenagers cause too many problems and they no longer sell it. Why are we being punished for what these blank brats are doing? So many Americans chew gum for many different reasons. So they were shocked and angry. that chewing gum is not sold on board the cruise ship. So they were shocked. They were angry that the cruise line did not sell them gum. It wasn't there for them. The cruise line wasn't ready, going, here you go, we have this for your needs. But I do find it interesting that they made sure they put in the comment that they needed it for flying as well, and that they flew to go to the cruise port. So if you needed to fly, you needed on the cruise, you knew you were doing all of these things, why would you not buy the gum ahead of time? I just don't get. If you know for a fact you need something while you are on vacation, why do you not have that item when you go to the ship? Why are you not taking personal responsibility, being an adult for yourself, for your needs? But no, it's the cruise lines who did wrong. Make that make sense. Now, some comments, they're just goofy. They're just utterly goofy, and I kind of sometimes think they have to be a joke. But maybe somebody really feels like this. Hey there, Carnival Deli menu is good, but it's missing simple sandwiches like the McRib. Y'all are letting us down in Texas. Come on, John. Can you do this? We need this kind of sandwich. I cannot think of the number of times that I've gone on a cruise ship and I've seen all of the wonderful food on board, and I've thought to myself, wow, I don't want to eat any of this. What I really want is a McRib sandwich, because I'm sure it's real meat, right? Who here thinks that cruise lines brand, yep, brand like cattle, their crew members? I don't know how you go from seeing a tattoo or a similar tattoo on a couple employees and somehow get to the conclusion that they're branding them. I don't know how they got there. My mom and I just finished our second cruise and are sitting at the airport reflecting on the cruise. The wait staff seem to have the same tattoo on their hands. We noticed the same thing on our last cruise. She thinks it's some sort of branding. What is this, and why does Carnival allow it? All right, so they saw wait staff with tattoos on their hands, maybe similar tattoos, maybe they're from the same country. It means something specific to them. You know, tattoos are personal. But how do you go from seeing a tattoo to the cruise line has branded their employees? So they ask, well, what is this? Well, honestly, probably none of your business. Would it come as a shock or a surprise to you if I said you cannot bring a knife on board a cruise ship? Would it shock you and surprise you to know that it says no weapons on the prohibited items list? For most people, I would guess they would say no, but that would not be for everybody. Most working class American men carry small pocket knives or a multi-tool. I always have my Letterman with me. I have had this for almost 15 years. I had it confiscated by security during embarkation on Jubilee today. Explain to me why. What harm is there in me having this on the ship? I am very angry. So they are very angry that the security took away their Leatherman when they were boarding a cruise ship. You know, there's a knife in there. There's pointy things in there. Things that are not allowed on the cruise ship. So it does not matter that you have carried it for 15 years. It does not matter that you are angry. What harm is there in me having this on the cruise ship? Well, it's kind of the general consensus of cruise passengers that they don't want someone given the extra opportunity to run around and, stabby, stabby. And for our final comment today, let's just go weird. Let's just go odd. Let's just go something way out of left field. And let's talk about hot dog eating contest on cruise ships. How about that? Why is there no hot dog eating contest on the Carnival Jubilee? I am here now. My husband would have won for sure. He would give Joey Chestnut a close call. It would have been a huge crowd pleaser. Do better, Carnival. It is a 4th of July tradition You guys are breaking. So Carnival Cruise Lines, they are breaking a 4th of July tradition by not having a hot dog eating contest because this would be a crowd pleaser. And maybe sure I've walked around a cruise ship at some point in time and said to myself, what would make me happy right now, what would please me and all of these people around me would be to watch this group of people shove hot dogs in their mouth as fast as humanly possible. How would that not please the crowd? Who does not want to see and do this on their vacation? I mean, of course, if you really wanted to see it, all you got to do is go in the buffet at lunchtime, right? And that brings us to the end. That is our best of 2024 cruise comments, part number 2. I asked it for part 1, so I'm going to ask it again. Who remembers any of these comments? Did one of them stick out, stay in your mind, still make you laugh, or did I miss a really good one and forget to put it in here for 2024? And now I wonder to myself, what will 2025 bring? What crazy things will they ask for? How much entitlement will spill out across the Lido deck? What will they demand to see on the big screen? What article of clothing will they demand never be worn in the main dining room? What will a cruise line have done wrong and they are now owed compensation? And they know they're right. They know what you want. How much are we going to see? I am platinum. I am diamond. Gotta love it. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. Now, if you've enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It's free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. You don't want to miss anything that goes on in 2025 in the crazy, ridiculous comments that these cruisers will make. I hope everyone out there is having a really great day, a really great weekend, and like always, we will see you out on the high seas.